Manchester United have scraped past Brentford 1-0 this evening. Really pleased that Manchester United have got the job done tonight. At home, you expect Manchester United to beat these type of teams, and yes, Brentford have been very good this season. They're up in the top half of the Premier League, and we knew it wasn't going to be an easy game. But at home, Manchester United have to be beating these sorts of sides. In the last year or so, Manchester United have obviously been really bad prior to this season at Old Trafford, but lately, this season, that is one real positive to take from the season from Erik ten Hag, is the home form has been very, very good for Manchester United. If we can get this home form to continue like this, then we're on the right track, to be honest, to turn this fortune around and get Manchester United back to where they are. Now, all good teams have good home form. That they do. That's just the way that you've got to build from your home. You've got to get them results. You've got to make Manchester United, Old Trafford, a fortress. And Manchester United haven't lost in a long time at Old Trafford. I think it's since the Brighton game early in the season, the first game of the season, I think, at Old Trafford. So that is very good at Old Trafford, in the league, that is. Now, Manchester United have been a lot the better team in that first half, and a number of corners in the first half. And we've got the breakthrough from Marcus Rashford, pretty much the only main goal source for Manchester United, really. He has got so many of the goals for Manchester United. I'm still unconvinced whether he is the real deal for Manchester United. I've been that way for a number of years now, since his drop off in form, but the fact that he has scored a lot more goals this season is a positive for Manchester United. It really is. But maybe the fact that Manchester United are really lacking in goals recently, certainly in the league, that is only one goal in the last 4 games. Some of the other games were a lot harder. We've played a lot harder games recently, if you look on it. We've played obviously Liverpool away and Newcastle away recently, and we had 10 men against Southampton. So maybe the problem will resolve itself a bit when we bring back both Casemiro and Christian Eriksen to the starting lineup. Now, missing one of them players is a miss for Manchester United, but when both of them are out, I think it does really make a massive difference. Now, Sabitzer was better this evening, but I think we really do miss Casemiro and Eriksen. I think you can get away without one, but both of them, considering Manchester United's other options, are nowhere near at the level of them too. And I have actually been I was really surprised that Eriksen was playing up until he got injured. I didn't think he was going to be a regular starter for Manchester United. I thought he was going to be a bit part player due to the fact that he's obviously had that heart problem and his age, but he was a first team starter every week. And if we can get, and the reports are that we're going to get both of them hopefully back soon, and that will be great. Now, they've had a couple of chances in that second half, Brentford, so it was hairy moments for Manchester United, and I was fearing the worst. And when it was about 75 minutes on the clock, I thought it's inevitable that Manchester United are just going to draw this game 1-1 and fuck it up. But we didn't. We held on. We got the win. We deserved to get the win. But it is a concern that Manchester United's lack of goals, because I'm not very confident that Manchester United are going to keep a clean sheet. He's made some changes. He's ended up bringing Lindelof on late on just to shut up complete shop, really, to be honest, just to see this game out. Because, I mean, but we've got the job done anyway. We've seen Martial come on in that second half as well for Sancho. Sancho hasn't done enough. I know that I was reading some commentary on the game on the internet at one point while I was watching a stream of the game, and someone who was talking about the game was saying that Sancho had been better this evening than Weghorst. But that is true. He was better than Weghorst. But the fact that we're looking at it as though he's better than Weghorst, I mean, Jesus, Weghorst has been, in my opinion, pretty poor for Manchester United. And if the standards are, well, at least he's been better than Weghorst, then that isn't very high, because Sancho, for me, hasn't done enough again this evening to warrant a starting place in that starting lineup. And it is a massive concern. Big price tag, second season at Manchester United. I know he's had probably off the field problems, but he's really got to start kicking on, because I don't know how much longer Ten Hag can persist with him, with the likes of Garnacho in good form before his injury, Obviously Rashford, another striker, is going to come in the summer, and maybe another attacking player will come through the youth at some point, or will be brought in. So he could lose his place if he falls even further down behind another academy player or something. Then that will be a massive concern. But it does seem like he has fallen down the pecking order. And if Garnacho was still in the Manchester United team at this moment in time on the bench and wasn't injured, I think he would be getting in ahead of Sancho at this moment in time. But at least Manchester United got the job done anyway this evening. Could have had more. There was a volley from Anthony that whiskered wide. So there was chances for Manchester United. We could have put the game to bed. We could have got a second goal at some point, but we didn't. But we got the job done. So overall pleased, because Newcastle have won as well, and it puts more pressure on Tottenham, because Manchester United got Everton at the weekend, a home game, which Manchester United will go into that as favourites, the early game. So if Manchester United could win that, that will really put the pressure on Tottenham against Brighton. And if Tottenham don't beat Brighton, then I think Manchester United would be home and host in getting a top 4 place. But at this moment in time, it's still on a knife edge, because Manchester United have got to go away to Brighton and away to Tottenham yet, which are going to be 2 massive games. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on the game. Smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and share the video if you're watching on Facebook, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See you.